Hello, welcome to the 6-year box. This is Antonio's hot presser. This is the reactions to the press conference by Tottenham's manager game. So we're just going to have a look, listen, and I'm going to react to it. So this is what the first question from the press.
My first interview, they asked me about the target. I need to feel 1% of in that case with the line we are talking about it. In this case, I need to feel 1% of the possibility to fight for a place. For sure, this is not my target. Were you happy with?
So yeah, the press with Sky Italy, and we're spending a lot of I'll say furore. Can I say furore? There's really a lot of noise about it. Basically what he's saying is like they asked him when he joined Inter that what does he think about winning the title there. He didn't say the champions, he was talking about the title, and then he said if he felt like 1% that they could win the title, then he will be happy to actually make sure they do that. So basically said if he feels only 1%. So I think maybe the press, maybe people must have been reading into it and turning down to the question regarding Tottenham. The press are very tricky. The press are pressed all over the world, basically, especially when it comes to football, and they try and twist and turn stuff. And I think that's what's been happening. And they're trying to create a problem between the manager and the owner. Everybody knows the way Tottenham is being run, unless you are living in you're living in, I don't know, under the rock somewhere all these years. You think you don't know the way Tottenham has been run. So I think the press are just being a little bit mischievous, trying to create a little bit of a friction between the chairman and the manager. And then that's basically what he was trying to say, that that you understood that when he came to Tottenham it was completely different at Tottenham, and then that's what he was trying to say. So yeah, let's continue with the. Yeah, the question here is next question was about the transfer window that they said is Antonio Conte said he was weaker in terms of the January transfer window, and he's just answered the question. He's answering the question basically now, and then I'll react to it after.
And I say that the club did the best that the club can do. That we lost 4 players, and I say important players for Tottenham, because these players that we sent away on loan, Tottenham paid a lot of money. When you pay a lot of money, it means that we are talking about important players for the club to pay attention in the future, because we need the players to be used to play this. And in my last interview, I said that numerically, when you lose 4 players, important players, because they spend a lot of money, and you sign 2 players. If before I have my 20 players, 20 or 50 players, now I have 18 players, and numerically, you could be a bit weaker numerically. Then I said also that with Kulusevski and Rodrigo Bentancur, we are as a squad more complete. But I repeat, I think that I was very, very clear, but I don't understand why someone want to try to create a problem between but not also also in the past because I read the story in the past that create a lot of problems between the coach and the chairman. Chairman knows very well, man, and it's not important. Yeah, and if I tell him something, you know very well. I go and think, sorry, but I think that I was a bit create a bit this type of situation. This because I had an interview with an Italian man. It proves that now because the translation not so clear with my it sounds just to clarify finally something. It sounds like
So basically, the question was, what he thought about? He thought that the window was a bit, Tottenham were weak after the window, and basically what he said was, you just clarified the situation, and that's what I thought initially when I had the interview as well. When I was listening to the interview, I was thinking, yeah, the press come out with this, and they're trying to create kind of a problem that okay, when he went to Tottenham, what he was expecting was different from what he got when he got there, which is facts, which is true, but I don't think he found that as a problem. He might find it as a problem, but I don't think he found it as a problem to that extent whereby they wants to create a kind of a story out of it by the press. And basically what he said was, no matter, I'm not going to repeat what he said word for word, but in quote, basically he was saying two goal players go out, come in, four players go out. The four players that went out were big players for Tottenham, paid a lot of money for them. And basically he was saying, you know, if those in future, if you want to use those kind of players, if you have those kind of players, they should be playing for you. You shouldn't be sending them on loans. So basically, that's what he said in a nutshell. I'm not going to go through all these, all these, going depth into all that. I think it's just that's the way. When I saw the story, that's the way I felt anyway. And I think the press are trying to create something. Even you hear some fans as well saying it, oh, Conte is going to leave in the summer. If you don't spend a lot of money, it's going to walk away in January if you don't buy. I understand as a fan, I'm a Tottenham fan as well. I understand we want owners to spend a lot of money. We want our owners to buy players. We know that our owners sometimes they want to shave off a couple of pounds, a couple of zeros just to get the better deal. But sometimes they work both ways. When they do it well, we commend them and say, levy, man, they've been levied. We can't have it both ways. They've been levied, and then you're complaining when we don't buy players on time because they're trying to save money. So the club is run on in a way whereby that's not going to change with these owners there. So I think fans just have to accept that. They can protest if they want and get the owners out. That's a different conversation entirely. But for me, I accept that. As long as the football is good on the pitch, I think I accept that. And I think with this manager, we could actually get to that place. So the question now is that this been does happy now, and does it feel led by the what do you
I always say that I'm enjoying my time. I'm always say that then for sure we have 4 months. We have 4 months. We do our best to finish. Hi, Antonio.
Yeah, so you just answered the question basically that he said he knew that he was enjoying his time at Tottenham, and basically he signed an 18-month contract. That's what he signed. And he said, "We look at Tottenham. We'll try and finish as possible, and he will. What do you call it? He will look at it at the end of the season. And most fans as well. If you look at this Tottenham team from the beginning of the season, not everybody was expecting top four. So let's be honest, not everybody was expecting top four. And I think fans think, I don't know, fans they want stuff in very quickly. Everybody's in a rush. Everything has to be quick, fast food, fast car. What do you call it? Fast pay, fast, fast go. Everything has to be fast, man. So everybody wants quick, and they're thinking the manager comes in and he's like a magic wand. Yeah, the manager could get that first couple of game reaction from players, but then he has to bring in his own ideas. Then he has to, the key thing is he has to bring in players that he thinks are going to play the way he wants to play. And I think that's where, we just have to wait and let this manager bring in players that he could, and hopefully the manager, the ball was brought back him as well. But all this fast, everything has to be in a hurry. It doesn't work like that. Poch, remember Poch as well. I've been saying on this channel so many times, Poch, I was one of the persons that said that when he got the job, he finished lower with Southampton than what do you call it? That Tim Sherwood did for Tottenham then, and they appointed him, and I was not happy with Poch. I was saying, why would you appoint somebody that finished lower with Southampton? And it took him some time. I think it was second season. That you got to give people time. And I think some fans just they don't even want to think about that at all. They don't even understand the fact that this thing it takes time.
Keep is working and he's getting better, but it's not.
So yeah, the question about football, a couple of players are back. Skip is not ready to be back yet. He says Skip. Yeah, we need to skip back really badly. I can't believe I'm saying that. And some fans don't even understand that the situation we are in sometimes with the squad. You have a 21 or 22-year-old kid, 23-year-old kid playing his first full international as a first, playing his first full playing in his first time, playing in the first team for the first time in the first season, and that's who we are relying on, and fans don't understand that as well, that comes with a lot of expectations from the player, from the team. No, sorry, not from the team, but from the fans, and the coach as well has a belief in this young boy, and he's gonna make mistakes. He's gonna do a lot of stuff wrong. This is his first full season in the Premier League, and he's done really well. And he's one of our key players in that key position of a midfielder. The position is very difficult to play. You have to know where you are on the pitch every single time. You have to be very disciplined as well. And that these boys who we are relying on, and fans don't understand that. They just, they're thinking, oh, yeah, yeah, we're just gonna come in, we're just gonna play this ball. We're gonna be good. As soon as we win a couple of the games, people get carried away. Fans have to be realistic. They have to be the Poch. The era where Poch, when we have Poch, is gone. We have to wake up and be realistic about what we are facing now. This is a new team, a rebuild, slow rebuild. Fair dues, the board was the problem for for rebuilding. Look at Liverpool, the way they are doing their rebuilding. They are just fixing little jigsaw in the puzzle, replacing it with younger players, and that's what they're doing. And that's what Tottenham should have done. But enough of that. We've talked about that in the past. There's no point going over that again. But that's where I am as a Tottenham fan. I do understand what the situation is, and I'm willing to accept and give the team time to grow. So about the players, again, I've gone off on a tangent there. About the players, so Skip is coming back. Tanganga is not ready yet. It's not ready yet. He's coming back as well, but he's not ready yet. Bergwijn has got a calf problem, but he's fine. And who else? Dyer is back. And did he say that? I don't think he mentioned that. Then who else? And he said there's only 2 players that are not available for these fixtures. That's what he said, I think.
They are in a fantastic two different two different, but at the same time we are going to suffer. You know very well that probably more they keep the ball for at the same time to to be effective to attack that. And when the ball be compact and that's perfect. When a bit out give us try to be better. Try to find
coming against Pedigree, that good vein of fee, and the other one is Tottenham, which is all City. Tottenham are going to have like in the right way, compact, which is the game as well. Check that one out. Tottenham, Man City, they back at the right time, and City, and best football is played the right way. With the first game, sorry, earlier in the season, and then yeah, this kind of question, I don't, the reporters ask this kind of question, like, so how long do you think it's going to take you for you to build a good team? That's just like just an open, it's like you open-ended question. It's like just being ambiguous unnecessarily. That's an ambiguous question because how long do you think it's? If it says 2 months or 3 months or 3 seasons or 4 seasons or 2 years or 2 days, they're gonna hold him to it. You can't answer. It's like you're asking the team, how long? Imagine asking Pep at the beginning of his career when he joined City, asking him, "Oh, how long do you think it will take you before you win the Champions League?" You can't answer those kind of questions, man. You can answer questions like, "How long do you think it will take for a player to be fit or whatever?" Yeah, you can answer that. Or in a way, looking at stats and everything, but you can't answer. There's no stats on how long does it take a team to be, does it take you to win a championship or a trophy or for you to challenge for stuff. You can't answer those kind of questions. And I'm surprised by those kind of questions. If they ask questions like, maybe what do you think that you need for you to be able to be in the position? Because winning trophies or being contending for league titles or for top four consistently is all about you building a team that will be in that position to be close to those kind of stuff. Once you're in that kind of position in terms of getting to Champions League every season, competing every season for the league, then hopefully the whole idea is there'll be a progression from you getting close, finishing second, finishing third, into actually going on to winning. Because that's how you build it. But you have to be in that moment. You have to be in that kind of environment. You have to have players that have been around that kind of situation where they won a lot of stuff or they are close every single time. So they know the feeling, they can smell victory, they can smell success. And that's what you want to build as a club. You can't guarantee when you're actually going to win it. That's why I look at people saying, some fans say, oh, yeah, I'd rather win the FA Cup than finish top four. You can't, you're saying that just words, man. You can't actually guarantee what happens. Or you can say, or fans will say, next year, we're going to win the league or we're going to win the Champions League. Maybe City fans can say that, but apart from City, it's like you can't actually guarantee stuff like that.
I think they are the best. We have seen the last eight.
Yeah, so it was just basically just eulogizing about City, saying they're the perfect team and saying what they've done so far, and for a team to be that kind of consistent, it must be very, very good. And basically, that's what he was saying about City. So yeah, that's the end of the press conference. Basically, players all together, Manga and Skip, and then the last one is for COVID case. We don't know which player that is. Hopefully, it's not. I love all the players, so before people start saying so, but hopefully it's not one of the key players. But COVID is just something we have to live with right now. We just have to get on with it. So that's the end of the presser. Antonio Conte's up presser. They sit down, and so he just talked about stuff that people questions in terms of the team, in terms of the interview he did, which he put to bed, in terms of saying people are trying to just create headlines, and then he talked about the injuries, and then he talked about City, how good City are, and he talked about how Tottenham are going to suffer tomorrow. When he said the word suffer, even I felt bad. I was like, I'm suffering already. I'm going to be hiding behind the sofa watching that tomorrow. For me, I take every game as it comes. It depends on how we play for 90 minutes. If we put in the work tomorrow, we might lose, but we will see a very good game. And that's all I want. I just want us to turn up with a good performance. Don't make mistakes. Give City easy goals to score. And I think if we do that, we in for a very good game. And we move on. So thank you very much, everyone. This is the Oppressor, Antonio Conte's. I'll see you for the live watch alongs tomorrow at 7, at 5:20. You can watch the match tactical board, which is the match analysis as well. Make sure you look out for that one. That will be dropping very soon. Thank you to all my subscribers. Make sure you comment on this video, like on other videos as well. Share these videos as well. We got loads more content coming. And this is 6YB, 6 Yard Box. Thank you very much. You can catch us on Twitter as well. Thank you very much, everyone. Make sure you take care of yourself. Weekend of football is back. And this is the sit down.